Who knows what I'll look like by the end of it. See you, kids.
If you like what you've heard so far, there's a lot more where that came from. But I will let you know that I'm selling CDs after the show. I've got like Tiffany, Kaji Goo Goo, Black Major, a lot of different options, something for every taste. All right, y'all. You've come to see him. I know a lot of his friends are here. I met him a couple months ago. He's a musician as well. He's one hell of a great guy. Please welcome Mr. Vinnie Paul. Way to let the energy die, Vinnie.
Thank you, sir. Good evening. How's everyone doing tonight? It's still early, so we're not drunk. Nobody's that happy. Oh, I got a pretty good-looking crowd going out here tonight. Happy birthday, young ladies. What are you, 26, 27? No? Never mind, we'll go on. My mother's here in the crowd tonight. Everybody, please give her a round of applause. I am very, very nervous because usually I use curse words about every 21 seconds. So I'm going to try to be a little bit less expletive and try to cut it back to every 6 seconds. My boss is here. Everybody give him a round of applause. Unfortunately, I signed a piece of paper that said I would not disclose any details about our job, so he is free of indulgence and ridicule this evening. Let me ask, is it too early for a Jerry Sandusky joke?
No. No.
Never.
Bring it.
I didn't have one. I didn't think anything. I really didn't have one planned. I was hoping that we still weren't in that post-Katrina, post-World Trade Center, post-Columbine buffer zone where everybody was comfortable about talking about it, but I don't know, maybe I can figure one out before the end of the world comes. Oh, speaking of the end of the world, today's what, the 15th of December?
Yeah!
We have 6 days until the end of the world comes, isn't that right? Everybody ready? Do you have our doomsday preppers in house?
Oh, God.
No? Okay, you all are smart. Yes, 6 days until the end of the world, so we only have 6 days until Rush Limbaugh finally retires. In 6 days, we can all finally take a head first dive off the fiscal cliff. In 6 days, there's going to be a lot of minds running around trying to frantically finish their Christmas shopping. My plan for the end of the world, you ask? I plan on going to Canada. That's right, Canada is the land of
Hockey.
I was going to say Celine Dion. She owns just about everything else. Yeah, a friend of mine's been up there. He says it's real nice, it's real serene and peaceful. He's been to a place called Bummer's Roost, Ontario. He liked it because he could go illegally across the border. He could just go and poach for a couple days and come back with about a couple months worth of meat. Everything was fine. But maybe I won't go to Canada. I don't know. Maybe I just want to stay out of New York, LA, any metropolis really, and Chester knows that Lower Alabama can be a terribly boring and racist place to witness the end of humanity. I'm not sure if you all have plans for the end of the world, but if you plan on joining me in my attempt to flee, I welcome you to consider another option. I have a lot of guns, I have plenty of ammunition, but unfortunately I have terrible aim. I'll spare you a boring story and skip straight to the morals. Moral number 1, if you plan on staying alive, do not trust your life to me with a gun. Moral number 2, do not shoot an automatic rifle that's bigger than your leg for the first time within city limits. It doesn't end up well. Well, I named this a little bit about me, so we'll get to that portion of the story. I'm kind of a simple person. I mean, you can ask any of my exes or my current non-existent girlfriend. They'll all agree. I'm a simple person. I just kind of have some complicated methods. I am an asshole. I'm an equal opportunity asshole, though. Everybody gets some people get more. I do not hate everybody. I do hate ignorant people, though. You might say to yourself, well, isn't everybody ignorant?
You doing okay? You doing okay?
I'll narrow it down a little bit more for you. I hate these people who use these trite and narrow-minded cliches and they don't know the basis of them. And I'll give you a couple examples. You ever heard anybody say they had more fun than you can shake a stick at? How much fun is that? You have something to compare it to? I mean, is it more fun than a group game of solitaire? Is it more fun than field dressing a squirrel? Is it more fun than sex without love? How big is the stick? I'll tell you what, if I was Charles Darwin and someone said to me that something was more fun than I could shake a stick at, you know what I'd do? I'd drag him by his ear and I'd throw him over in the evolution corner with the dodo birds and the dinosaurs. Here. Told you. You ever heard anybody say that they were going to make a beeline for the door? Coming up next. Yeah, beeline for the door. As if the quickest way to get from where you were standing to outside the door was to move like a bee flies. Now, I'm not sure about any of you, but last time I saw a bee flying, it reminded me of a 7C Cessna and an F5 Tornado. It was just... it's just dizzying. It's just not an efficient way to move. Do you ever have someone come up to you and ask you where the library is? What about this one? Great minds think alike. You ever heard anybody say that? Great minds think alike? Yeah, well, so do ordinary ones. I have a good friend of the family. He's got a terrible memory, so consequently he has a horrible habit of losing things often. And he'll say to me every time he finds it, he'll come to me, he'll say, Charles! My name is VinniePaul. I told you he has a bad memory. He'll come to me and he'll say, Charles, I found what I was looking for, man. You'll never guess where it was. And I'll oblige him every time. I know it's coming. I say, yeah, man, where was it? It was the last place I looked for it. I'm not, I love him. He's a friend of the family. I'm not sure about you all, but I'm not a quitter. When I find something I've lost, I keep looking for it. Where did I put my keys? I just know they're good. Oh, I'll find my wallet instead. How about that? Now, wonder where else it could be. What's over there? No? Okay, so you all agree that it's not too early for a Jerry Sandusky joke, right?
No, never.
No? Is it yes or no? Too early?
No.
Yes, it's too. Yes, it's okay. Okay. Shit, I don't know. I'm trying to find a tasteful way to mock this guy with my mother being here. I'm trying to... I don't know. I could probably serve 3 consecutive life sentences in a maximum security prison and never come up with one, but who has that kind of time? Let me ask the men, is there an ideal woman out there? Besides these young ladies at this table, all the other young ladies here this evening. Beautiful crowd, by the way. I mean, men, is there really an ideal woman out there? One with the proper amount of personality, appendages, an approvable knee-to-hip ratio, and hips that swing like a hammock? Well, if I asked you again, you'd be correct if you said the answer is no, unfortunately. A lot of men my age, they're getting married and they're all going for the same build of woman. They're going for the Coke bottle figure of a woman. You all familiar with what that means? What does it mean? You know? Coke bottle figure? Like this, right? Yeah, okay. See, she's got one. Thin in the middle, with a pronounced bottom, no arms, no legs. A girl with a top that anyone can pop off. Well, if you were to ask me, I say I wouldn't even mind settling down with a woman, even if she has the build of, say, a gallon milk jug. You know what that means, don't you? Disproportional. Correct. So what's my ideal woman, you ask?
Annie.
What's your ideal woman? My ideal woman, I'm so glad you asked, is 6 feet 4 inches tall, 308 pounds heavy, 47.5 inches around, with high blood pressure and low self-esteem. Hey, she has to have a nice personality, and it's a requirement that she have daddy issues. I don't know, there's many benefits to dating a woman like that. I mean, we'll never have to be late for an appointment. She's not worried about her image. She's comfortable in her extra skin. And I would love her for that. I'll tell you what, if you've got a woman whose arm fat stops moving when she waves, I don't want her. If you've got a woman that can get up off the couch without help, you can keep her. If you've got a woman that doesn't spill the wine off my Tempur Pedic bed, I don't want her. Now, contrastly, if you've got a woman that cannot fit an MRI machine, send her my way. If you've got a girl that when she moves in with me, I had to widen the door frames of my house, I'll take her. Can I get away with one more? No. If we have to play a game called Strap in the Cow every time they need assistance buckling up the seatbelt, that's the girl for me. Well, that's a little bit about me. Thank you.